Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So today I have a pretty big group with me on Zoom. We're going to be showing a brand new indicator here that I'm testing out for the $1 Million Margin Club. I have to say, I did some of it late last week. You guys haven't seen it yet, but this will be the first time you've seen it. But I was pretty impressed with it, and now I'm going to take it for a run for the RV strategy today. So please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Please seek the advice of somebody licensed before you try to emulate any of these trading strategies. Always trade in a simulator first and seek the advice of somebody that you trust that's licensed. So what we're doing on this channel is it's mocked up like crazy because it's sort of like showing beginner strategies based on different strategies that are on YouTube, different strategies that are in books, different strategies that are well known to be very successful, and then laying them out in a way where beginner traders can trade them. So today what we're showing, we have a lot of these on this particular strategy called the RV strategy that came out early last year. A book came out called Day Trading Volume 1, put out by the $1 Million Margin Club, and it has this strategy. So this strategy now with this new indicator that I'm going to show you, besides the scalping indicator down here, which is amazing that I've scripted myself, now we have some new ones coming in from the $1 Million Margin Club, which is the group of all the professionals, traders. So they're going to be putting together all these scripts, not just on Thinkorswim, but this is the one for Thinkorswim, and you'll be able to start to get them over on their website, which is the $1,000,000marginclub.com. I think it's $1,000,000-marginclub.com, and then their website, their YouTube channel is $1,000,000-marginclub.com. Yeah, I think the website's only one hyphen, the YouTube channel's two hyphens. Anyway, I can't imagine it wouldn't come up if you get it wrong. And they're just starting to launch these other things. I don't think anything's out yet, but they're going to start showing them over there. I cannot keep up with even the one that I did. I did scripted a whole bunch of them, but this is the one that was so popular as the scalping indicator. I can't keep up with all the questions and everything else about it. So I'm in a studio here, and there's other traders, and I have Charlie here is back from vacation handling the chat. And we'll be trading with a bunch of traders up on Zoom. And again, so the purpose of this channel is to try to show these strategies that maybe you can make $100 a day, $200 a day, $500 a day, trying to emulate these trading demonstrations. Remember, I'm not licensed, so seek the advice of somebody licensed. I will be quarterbacking for the people here today, but they're all responsible for their own trades. So let me show you about this layout, which I believe is the most profitable layout that I've put together yet. This is a 1 minute chart. This is the scalping indicator here. This is a day chart minimized down here. This is the active trader tool. This is the level 2. This is a 15-minute chart. I have minimized down here a 30-minute, a 1 hour, and a 4 hour. They're all here to set up the RV strategy. And then over here I have a 5-minute chart with the MACD and the RSI, and another 5-minute. Both of these 5 minutes are here not only to watch multi-chart alignment, but also to set up the Fibonacci levels just for this strategy. So if you're new, that was all alien speak, but you should watch all the video archives, start to watch them. There's playlists about the RV strategy specifically, also about the escalator strategy and the different open strategies that we trade, as well as just freestyle trading that I do. So if you just look in the archives, there's tons of videos about how to build this layout from scratch. If you type in free scripts or free layouts on this channel, not just out there, then all these come up on this channel. All right, so then how to do support and resistance lines, how to trade the RV strategy from scratch, how to set up scanners so you don't have to pay for a service. So there's a lot of videos here, and everything's free. We do not sell courses here. We just give away the layouts and whatever custom scripts are here for free. All we ask is that you subscribe and watch every video 10 times. So, because the only way we can monetize for the little bit of income we can get is off of your viewership. So we do appreciate that. And hopefully you can learn something that will help you in your journey, but you don't want to just have this channel as your only bit of information, right? Because I can't advise you even though I'm a professional trader, I can't advise you because there's certain people that have licenses to do that. But I did used to teach math, and I'm pretty good at scripting and coding and showing you how to use what I do have here. So let's set up for the RV strategy. We'll be trading it in just a few minutes. So the RV strategy is a range-bound strategy, okay? You find a range, which I'm going to show you how you do it, okay? And then we'll go over this new script I have here that's a big jumbled up mess in just a second too. So it has to be a stock that is a minimum of a $25 billion market cap. So it's mega and large cap and $1 billion minimum float. So these are big stocks, that we expect to move very slowly. RV meaning recreational vehicle. That's what it's named after, meaning it can move a distance, but very comfortably, not like momentum stocks that are going to maybe shake you out and you lose some money real quick. So there is a style of trading for that, but that's not what this is and not what this layout's set up for. And usually I do that on Lightspeed, not on Thinkorswim, which is what this platform is, okay? So, certain platforms have certain advantages, but then you pay fees over there. And I get asked this question a lot. Thinkorswim, through Charles Schwab now, has no fees. There are 0 fees. You're paying an exchange fee of $28.70 per million that you trade on any stock that you trade out there through the exchange. So in the United States. So we are on the East Coast here, I'm showing you. So the market opens ET time, 9:30 a.m. And this strategy is supposed to start at 10 a.m. So depending on where you are in the world, that's what you'd be looking at as far as the time frame. 1/2 hour after market is when this range-bound strategy starts with all the back testing and with the best-selling book. Now we know from just this channel alone, I know there's lots of other channels that trade it, that we've already got a couple millionaires. We've got people that we passed 500,000 last week for somebody else. We have a whole bunch that are making $100 a week, a day, $200 a day, $300 a day, and some that are just making $100 a week, whatever it might be, because you don't have to. I'll be trading 1,000 shares today on market with everybody here, but you might want to do limit orders and you might want to do only 10 shares. Or 15 shares. You don't have to. The strategy works no matter the share size, okay? So hopefully that answered a bunch of questions that I keep getting emails about. Now, the email for this channel is under the channel information, along with the disclaimer. Again, you can't get rid of the disclaimer no matter where you look. You need to seek the advice of somebody else, or this is entertainment, and hopefully you'll learn something from it on your journey. So yeah, we're just trying to help you on your, to maybe make a living. That's the whole idea, okay? So now let's talk about how I find this range. So the way you find the range for the RV strategy, I'll open up this day chart that's minimized down here. Every one of these candlesticks is a day. So here's the days already moving here underneath this jumbled up mess. This is yesterday. So you look at yesterday's. To the right of my picture, you'll see C 214.11. That's $214.11 is when this closed yesterday, right? That's at the bottom of this, at the top of this candle. So that's where it closed. Now you're trying to find an average above and below where that closed. So you look at the ATR, which is right over here. That's an average of how that stock has moved over the last 14 days. If I go back over that candlestick, you'll see it was $10.57 on average. You divide that $10.50 in 2, and you subtract half of it from the high to get the ATR low, and you add half of it to the high to get the ATR high. So what you've done is you've taken that $10.57 and you've created a center where the action closed yesterday, and that is creating your overall range that you expect to safely move within today. This is a range-bound strategy. It's trying to protect you. The next thing you want to do is you want to find how do you trade within that range. Well, obviously, you need a chart that has a time increment that's much faster than $1. We're going to go all the way down to 1 minute. And then you're going to create channels and pivot points in here based on historical data. I base them on 4 hours, so we're going to open up a 4-hour chart. Now, the book talks to you about you set your Fibonacci levels up for support and resistance levels that create ceilings and floors. Now, Fibonacci is like nature's mathematical formula. So let's start with that first before we go to the 4 hours. So I'm opening up a 5-minute 10-day back chart. The gray is pre-market or extended market. The black is open sessions. So then all of these candlesticks are 5 minutes each. They're all jumbled up together here. So you can see we go for the high, which is under my picture. You can't see it. Down to the low, and we snap a line. And then nature's mathematical formula, these yellow lines, open up. Now, this is a tried and true formula that people will respect. So you know, since other people are looking at it, that's what you want. Other people that are going to react to the same levels as what you're looking for. Now, remember, you always mark a Fibonacci left to right. It doesn't matter if the low was down here and the high was up here. It's always left to right. Okay, so that's the first one that you set up. Now, this MACD is just a way to watch the price action, which we may go over a little bit today, and the RSI. You don't actually need these to trade this strategy. I just like them. This, like I said, this layout so far is the most profitable one I've had yet, and I haven't even shown all the videos yet that I've been doing killer on. Then I'm going to open up another 5-minute video down here, a 5-minute chart down here that's set for just 2 days back, and I marked the Fibonacci again. I just snapped this. This is the last thing I snapped earlier today, along with the 4 hours. So I did, this one happened to go low to high. And again, once I close it, then these lines open up. So we're looking for how many levels are in between the ATR high and the ATR low. You can see these pink levels. There's a whole bunch of them that hopefully we can look at how, even though it was snapped here, look at how that line opened up there. It didn't know that price action was there. That's the 38.2% it will always open up at. But you can see how it was respected here, respected all along this line, tapped here and came back again. I snapped it from here up to here, and yet look what happened. Look what happened. See all those where it hits? This is why this is tapped here, turned around. This is futuristic from after I snapped it. So we are looking into the future, and that's what we're trying to do, is to gauge where we can take our trades in and out. So those are the two Fibonacci levels you set up. We'll be trading in just a few minutes with everybody, and I will be doing what they call quarterbacking. So I'm going to call the trades as I see them, but again, they take them how they want. So I have a 30-minute and a 1 hour and a 4 hour. Now the book says start with the 4 hour, the longest distance back, and see if you can find enough support and resistance levels in between that ATR range I just made, the average true range, and see if there's enough where the channels are thin enough. Now, I did pretty big channels. Why do you want channels that way? Well, in the book, it tells you about how you set up your share size based on the channel. So I'll always go a couple above the ATR and a couple below the ATR just in case it breaks out. And so I'm prepared. But otherwise, I'm marking where the candlestick bodies or wicks stopped, rested, or turned around if the Fibonacci levels didn't already cover it or the ATR didn't already cover it. So, and then I just pretty much marked every one there was, starting from the furthest back and then going across. And some of my channels are tighter, ceilings and floors, and some of them are a little wider. So, and I set now I use these as support and resistance lines to go in and out of trades. Now, it's not the only thing I use, but they're guidance. Now, a lot of traders will say, I don't need those lines to trade, and they probably don't if they're good traders and profitable traders. But if you're a beginner and you're learning a strategy, you need all the help you can get. And I can tell you, a lot of professionals need all the help they can get. So me included. Yes, I can trade without these lines. I prefer to have them. I think that they get respected a lot more than not, but you can never count on them 100%. Another book that I'll promote on the channel. So there's a link to Day Trading Volume 1 under the Show More Information. But Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, talks about how every trade, you have to look at every trade like it's a losing trade. You have to think about the probabilities and the outcome of everything. You really should read that book. I'll have a link to it. Tom Hougaard, Best Loser Wins, another great book. I'll have a link to it. These are books I believe in, and if you most every professional trader already owns Day Trading Volume 1, Day Trading Volume 2, 3, and 4 now that just came out. And then they own Mark Douglas and Tom Hougaard's book as well. So these are amazing books that really will help you on your journey if you're new. Day Trading Volume 2 is the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. So you really need to know your patterns. Let's get into the 1 minute chart here, guys, and the 5 minute, because we're going to be starting in just a minute. So, and that's got flashcards and everything else. When you do Day Trading Volume 2 and 3, you're going to know patterns, and patterns are an intricate part of you succeeding in trading. So you're really going to want to make sure that you understand the patterns here. Now you can see this is a big jumbled up mess, but as I trade on this 1 minute chart, they won't be so much in the way. You can see the support and resistance lines that I've drawn here. And then finally, we'll talk about what's just come out. And I'm trading it most every day, and the feedback is incredible. It just came out last week or the week before. Is day trading volume 4 that went to all the prop firms, and it has 4 different open strategies, and they came out with a companion book like 5 days after that has the Holy Grail, the 5th open strategy. So that book was back tested for over 7 months with all these professional traders to see how well it worked, and the feedback was incredible. Everybody has tried to trade the open with different strategies to varying success. I have to tell you, if you follow this strategy, I can't promise anything, obviously, and any trade can go against you, but they are the best open strategies I've ever seen. And that's why it took so long to get out there, because they really tested them. So guys, as you can see, this is the point of control that just pulled across here and then faded. So is everybody ready to trade up there? So we go in a half hour after market opens. So I'll be using the scalping indicator. I'll be using the volume profile. There's a bunch of videos on how to set that up for intraday. And then I'll be using this new indicator. And after I start trading, I'll talk about it a little bit and why these little lines here that are going up and down, the vertical lines, not the horizontal lines, what they are and why they're so important with multi-chart alignment. Level 2 doesn't come into much play. So I'm looking at this because it banked off this level. So I'm just trying to think that if I were to play it right now, guys, I think I'd probably play short, but let's see if it breaks through up here first. So I'll be doing market, and we'll be going in just a few seconds. So we're getting ready to go. And you can see how much money I'm making right up here, or losing. Let's hope that's not the case. Guys, I'm going to go in right there on the 14 level, 214. It definitely looked like it was losing its way up there. So let's watch this indicator here and see if it's going to bounce back down, retrace back down for a little bit. So it ended up as a doji pattern, turning this around on a 1 minute. So now we look right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. My God, that thing flew down there. You see that? I'm going to take that. I'm going to reverse off that off $1,000 trade. So I was reversing off that fib. I got it a little higher than I wanted. It's hurting me now. So guys, I have $1,000 max loss per trade. I don't expect to have it go there, but that's what I have it for. I just decided to take that. This has gone lower than it had been going. So I reversed off the fib, and it also broke the volume profile lower level. So I definitely was going to go down. Now, if you're reading this, reverse at that level. If you're reading this is every 5-minute candle closing. This is every 30-minute candle closing. And in this case, it was also a 15-minute. I think there's a 15-minute candle closing in the middle of that. Yeah. Now, if the line is red, that means the 30-minute closed red. Same with the 5-minute. Actually, this isn't the newer one. I have a newer one now. So you see how these turn green? So not only does it tell you now, why is this important, okay? Why do you care about this? Because other people only trade 30-minute candles. The longer the time frame of the candlesticks on the charts, the more traders there are trading. A lot of people don't have the stomach for 1 minute. And if you're new, you're watching this going, this is insane, this is too fast. Some people trade 30-second, 15-second charts, guys. So believe me, once you get into it, once you get used to it, it's really not that fast. So you can see I'm able to talk here and think about what I'm doing. I'm looking to bank off one of these fibs. I'm thinking about banking off one of these fibs right now, but I'm watching the overall price action, 100%, 70, anything, okay. All right, so now it looks like it's turning around here. So I'm getting ready to reverse. Let's see if it really breaks through that. Is it going to break through that 37 level too? I'm looking at the market maker, and it just broke through it for a second, but then went back up. So I was looking at that 37 mark to shake me out and take the money. But it also looks like it's very strong still on the buyers. So look at the buyers here on the scalping indicator. Whoa, whoa. So it went up to the next fib. Did it hit that fib? I'm gonna take it at that. I'm gonna take that. What did I get that at? 97. Man, did that slip down? Wow, I thought I had it at the 19 up here. So that's a little annoying that didn't. I'm gonna reverse again and try to catch that. 14. Let's see if it banks back up there. Yeah, I'll take it there. So I banked a little bit more there, so I broke over 3K. Now I'm at 1506, but it looks like it might actually break that fib. Jeez, is that going to keep going there? It just did a double fib turnaround. Look at how the buyers are going down with the volume over here. So I'm looking at that, and I'm getting worried that the people are losing their stomach to go long, so we're ready for a little bit of a pullback, and then maybe it'll show strength to go back up. But right now, this told me, along with its readings here, that maybe take some money, take some of the profit here, and look for a pullback, and then turn around again. See, some of you are still long. And it may just go right back up. I'm just trying to catch a pullback here, so I'm looking for it to break that fib. I don't know if it's going to. Wow. Some very sensitive action here. I'm going to take that, guys. It broke the 37. The point of control pulled up. It looked like this pulled up as it went down, so that's why I took it. But it could just keep going down, so I've got to be careful here. There it goes back up. Yeah, it's way here by the 14. If you look at the market maker here, it's not. Now it's back up to where kind of the candle seems like it's maybe not reconciling 100% here, which is always a little scary if you're off a little bit. You know, you'll see me reverse. That's basically just taking the best position in the opposite way. So I'm going long and I hit the reverse button, now I'm going short. That is a very advanced way to trade. Some people would call it absolutely craziness. It's the way I trade, so I'm not sitting and waiting for a perfect entry, which is, of course, maybe what you should do. And I'm not doing it. I guess that's not really funny if you're a beginner, but I mean, I manage a bad position is what I do. So look at the scalping indicator. It was 90% as it hit that fib. So I'm going to take that out for a little bit. Look at all the 5 minutes are green. So all these people are jumping in on the 5 minute and the 30 minute. They're saying, hey, the action's nothing but up. Here's a 15 minute showing you. That's one of the reasons I have the 15 minute chart here. It's showing you that it's going up. There's a 15 minute here as well. So if a 30 minute is showing, that means it's like the 15 minutes enveloping a 5 minute here, because this is also would be a 5 minute. And if you see a 30 minute, it's enveloping the 15 minute and the 5 minute chart. So hopefully that's understanding to you. So these are helping me decide whether to stay in or not, because this is the only thing other traders see. They won't even have a 1 minute chart open. They don't even want to see that kind of short-term action. They're trading on longer term. And see, now it's starting to lose its way going up, so I didn't capitalize on that. It may just stop off this. Now, I made the channels a little bit bigger because 50 cent and more, because most of them, I don't want to take a zillion billion trades. I don't want to, on slippage, there's slippage for these shares. So especially when you have this kind of volume, you're going to get some slippage. So it slips. What that means, it'll slip down to fill the order. So now multiply these by 100. Remember, guys, and over 50% is not being shown. I mean, a lot of people say that 80% of the market is controlled by high frequency algorithms. But, almost everybody will tell you that 50%, because on a lot of platforms, for instance, Lightspeeds, you can choose to hide your order. I do. Why wouldn't you if you have that choice, right? So you pay money for them to offer these services. Everything on Thinkorswim is free. So there's a give and take with everything. Wow. if it's gonna bank off that fib again, or is it gonna make a new high here? Well, look how high it started. So I'd like to kind of ride it up to the ATR. I don't know if it'll go that high, but oh, that's way up here, huh? Wow. No, I guess not. There's the 200 moving average on the 1 minute. It is breaking this fib. It is very strong here. So 15-minute showing, everything is showing green across the board. I'm going to take it out for a spin. I'm going to run. I made my daily goal of 5,000. So yeah, so far they've been asking me, what do I think about this? They have a new one too, where it's a dashboard. They have a dashboard across the top giving you all this information. It's not what Thinkorswim offers. It's the sentiment dashboard, they call it. And it is impressive. And I know they're tweaking it. So now that these guys are coding and working on scripts over there on that, in that area, they're book publishers, but they're doing everything they can for trading because they're all professional traders. And they're trying to make everything available at very little to no cost. Now I have this available here for free. I scripted this myself, so you can always count on that. I believe this is the best indicator that there is for scalping, for day trading. So far, I've never seen anything, if I do say so myself, but it's free. So you're not getting a sales pitch. So you can get this on this channel, and just type in free scalping indicator. Try to get the newer ones, the newer episodes up in the 2, 20, 30, 40 episodes, and you'll get the newer tweaked one. I just keep making it better and better and better. Now it says $1 Million Margin Club now because I gave them the right to have it too, and they're making all these others. They're making the prayer indicator, the power of the force indicator, and the manifesting indicator, and they're doing all these different things that are kind of fun and entertaining. But remember, trading is a serious business, but a lot of people only trade in the sim. That's all they do. They trade for fun. And it's growing larger because it's kind of like a video game, but you can see real money. And if you get that good at it, that's what Day Trading Volume 4 is saying, that the next millionaires are the gamers, because they already have it built into them, the reflexes, and to look for the multi-alignments, and to sort of help predict the future like you would look in even the first-person shooters. I used to game a lot too. You're trying to gauge what's around the corner. So reading charts, it's very similar to that. And the open strategy is a very fast-paced strategy where you can be done in 15 minutes and walk away with $2,000-3,000 or they have the Holy Grail strategy, goes out throughout the whole day. That's Day Trading Volume 4. I'll have a link to that. The first run they ran out. I think they're available again now for those people that couldn't get them. They just, as always, they don't never expect quite how popular it is. But yeah, that book, both are the Day Trading Volume 1 too, because they're both strategy textbooks. I love textbooks that are strategy. So again, Trading in the Zone, another one. Best Loser Wins, another one. And then Day Trading Volume 1 and 4, if you're not going to get the About Candlestick Patterns textbook, those 4 books, you got to own them if you don't already have them. But if you really want to learn patterns, and it's kind of the next step to trade, being able to trade well and be a professional trader. But remember, guys, it's a journey. It could take years. So I don't want to, so many people have said that they thought from listening to other people, oh, you just learned that this candle, after it dips down on the second green candle, jump in, it'll always go up. No. It did happen to right there. But and they just think that's all you got to do. Oh my God. It's so simple. I'll be a millionaire. God, I don't know why people don't do that. Well, the interesting thing about that is the more people that believe that, the more it will happen. So we kind of encourage that kind of belief. But on the other hand, well, I know I'm not getting out. Yeah, there's she's answering a lot of questions like, when is he going to stop talking and turn around? I'm not going to turn around on this. There might be some pullbacks here, but I've got a big cushion here. So right now, the overall sentiment is going up. And even the MACD is getting weaker going down. So, it's the RSI's right in the middle. It's not overbought, not oversold. And although there was a little bit of a pullback here, that's a pretty high volume here for buyers. So yeah, I am, as I speak though, I am getting a little concerned right here. Probably if it drops below this, so that's 1553. Now, is it going to break that? Getting ready to reverse at the 1553 if it keeps going down. Nope, it's made a spinning top, guys. It's made a spinning top, which is showing it going down. But if it breaks this 216.18 level, then it's not going down. Unless we get a series of red candles here. It might treat this as a flat top, and because we got a couple of hits, and then consolidate a bit, and then start to swale down. So let's keep a close eye, and this could be the end of the move. But yeah, look in the archives for the RV, for the open strategies. The newer open strategies are the ones going to be about the books. This weekend, I've been told that this weekend I can do a page by page and go over what I think and how I would trade the open strategies. So I will have one of those books out. I always do that for their book. I haven't done it for every one of their books, but the books that I'm not going to say I don't like the other books, but I mean, I really believe in day trading volume 4. So I've been asking, because I was beta testing, like, how soon can I do that? Do you really think it's going to affect your sales? Because I don't think if I do a video about it, it's going to stop people from buying the book. If anything, more people will buy the book. So they kind of have that. They want to at least get it paid for. But, there is an altruistic thing going on, like help people trade. It doesn't mean they want to lose money, but help people trade. So look, guys, it is doing that very consolidating thing. Didn't mean to yell. I don't have a microphone, but it is doing this very thing I was concerned about. I remember looking over at 1400 and wanting to get out. Oh, wow. So is that it? That's 73. So I'm looking here at the market maker. So that looks like that's going to blow through there. Whoa. Right when I said that, it banged way up. I was just going to reverse to go short right there. So we got a hangman. We got a shooting star, a spinning top / hangman. These are all reversal signs here, guys, but they're nothing on the 5-minute, nothing on the 15-minute. And the MACD is going down, and the RSI is not showing oversold. And all these long-term, why aren't more showing? But all these long-terms are still green. So everybody on the long-term charts is showing green. Scalping indicators kind of 50-50 here as we consolidate across. I'm losing a little bit of faith the way this is doing this. So, but I feel like I'm in the right position. I just know I'll get out. If it breaks this, I'm going to get out. And then I might reverse back at the fib, one of these fibs. Now, this is definitely a flat top breakout now. And there it goes. This did create a flat top. Wow, look at that go. We got some fibs up here. This is the upper volume profile level. Now, we want to see for an ongoing move up, we'd like to see this point of control pull up. This is set for intraday. So there's videos that shows you how to set this up. This is included for free with Thinkorswim. So they already have this. It's called the volume profile, and I have a bunch of videos about how to set this up. And of course, this is free too. You just have to put it up there. Make sure you watch the instructions. Watch episode 189. I'll try to save a bunch of questions if you haven't already tuned out. It is not intuitive to load this in. All the things you're used to doing, it'll just give you an error, 404 error message. So you need to follow it along, and you need to highlight it, copy it, and push Control V. There's exact specific directions how to get it in. And then it's already in there, and you think it's not, so you start doing stuff that gives you an error. So it's already under the Beaker studies. You just got to go look for whatever you named it, or the name that it's the $1 Million Margin Club. You can rename it your own thing. You could say John's Special Indicator, whatever you want to call it. My Make Money Indicator. I made this indicator. You could name it to all your friends. I am a genius to all your friends. If you really want to feel good about yourself, bring over people that know nothing about trading, and then just start talking about, the level 2 does this is how they do that. So, and then their eyes get wider and wider, their mouths open up wider and wider. So you understand everything I said, right? You got that, right? Yeah, you should try to do this. Hey man, I gotta go. It's so weird because when you're immersed in it for a while, now being a former teacher, I'm used to I understand people don't get it. But if it's what you're doing and you're not trying to teach people and you just start to think that you barely know anything after you've been doing this for a year because you still feel you're so far behind other people that are doing things, you still think that you're so ignorant. And you are in a way. We all are, right? Because that's what drives us forward, right? We always want to learn and be inquisitive and learn. We're always, as you learn more and more, you feel more and more stupid because you realize how much you don't know with the more that you learn. But my point is that after you've done this for 6 months or a year and you're watching all these videos and you're practicing, you've forgotten how much you have just learned. And then you bring in people and you think your friends or whatever, and you think they're gonna get what you're saying in just a few seconds, but it's taken you many, many months. And you're just like, what up, dude? But then you get to be all that. You're the genius in front of them, right? So that's cool, I guess. Unless you don't, you might not keep many friends that way. So teach them. Send them to this channel. Here we go, guys. Everything is just, there's no reason to turn around here. So we did get a rickshaw man or a spinning top. We did get a hanging man with a shadow wick. Again, it kind of broke the flat top and then stopped right here. The top of did this pull up? I didn't catch whether it did. I'm going to look at that level 214. Every time this pulls up, I'm more inclined. I felt like this just pulled up and I missed it. Here we go again, huh? It's not making a fast move up. It's doing this. So can it break this new flat top? That's 216.59. It already did right there. You look at the market maker, but it's going back and forth. So now we're looking at 217. If it breaks this, which is an even $1.50, remember, guys, even $1.50. Everything's green for all these traders that are looking at these others. The 1 hours over here. More traders trade the 1 hour than the 30-minute. More traders trade the 30-minute than the 15-minute. More trade the 15-minute, the 5-minute. More trade the 5-minute than the 1 minute. That's just the way it is. And traders that have been trading forever and ever and ever. Now, there are a lot of new scalpers, so I mean, I don't know if there's much new data on that, but that's always what I remember learning, that the longer the candlestick pattern chart time frame, the more traders are watching it to make their overall moves for the day or for the week, 3-4 day week, 2 weeks, month, whatever it might be. This is the first time it's turned red here on the 5 minutes. Well, that's because it's the first candle. That's the only reason, yeah. So the first candle after the last 5 minutes. So you see how these pop up? These are really handy to give me strength to stay in the move. Like this is not, I can't give this to you yet. It's not available yet, but they're asking me to test it. So you're seeing me test it live, and I'm very impressed with it. I'm sure it'll be something that's available. They said they're still tweaking it. So I thought I saw a version that had the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the one all kind of on one line, so you knew when it was those 30 minutes as well. Like the 1 hour would encompass the 30-minute and the 15-minute and the 5 minutes. So I thought I saw a version, and maybe I just loaded the wrong one. There was another version of this, right? Yeah, that's a head shake. So this isn't the right one that I have in here. Now, some of these things, like when I put in the dashboard one that's really cool across the top, it seemed like it was slowing me down. So it had the ask and the bid and the sentiment and the volume, last candle, this candle, a lot like this, but with more data. And it's across the top, so I don't have to keep looking down. It doesn't have a pattern like this, which is really handy. And this is the 50 candle average here, which, would help too. So when I see this take a dip, I'm looking at everything else. But for the most part, you'll see it fairly steady. Well, we're consolidating right now. So, okay. So we just broke that. So I expect this to suck right up here. There's no other historical data lines here to stop this. Might not. But look at this trade, guys. I've been holding this trade the whole way. I've got a huge cushion. I don't want to see this drop below 217. At this point, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to see it drop below 3K, but it probably is doing that. Yeah. Wow, huh? At these fibs, I would be seriously consider profiting managing a bad trade if it keeps going up. There's your ATR. I mean, it might actually go. I would definitely turn around here no matter what. But I probably am going to bank it here and just keep a close eye and see what I can do. It depends on how strong it might just go all at once. But I want to bank this now. This is just too much. But look, guys, I can't get out of this move. This is craziness. So this has made it very easy. You're not seeing a lot of scalping skills. What you're seeing here is an exercise in patience, and that's very important too. Wait the move out. Take it if you can. The indicators here are really, I mean, they gave us some flat top action to watch, but the support and resistance lines are basically, let's see if this pulls up. Geez, this magnet or point of control should pop up when it's that far above, or it's going to pull it back down. Oh my God, we're at the fibs now. This is craziness to keep this position much longer. Oh, a couple you went short already. Yeah, I am considering it, but because we're at 98% on the scalping indicator, let's see if we can hit a 4K on this. Oh my God, it broke 218. It broke 218, guys. Can it break the 218.25 up there? I almost hit the 25. I'm going to probably reverse right around that 20. That's the second fib level. And then get right back in it if it, yeah, do not suck down really quick here now. It was almost breaking 4K there. It was really close. Yeah, I'm my fingers twitching. I'm gonna get out. There's the 26. It hit 26 twice. It's just that it's so strong. I'm holding it, but God, yeah. Can it get over 4K? I guess I'm gonna call 4K my number at this point. I mean, I'll reverse it too. 39. Wow, guys, I got to get out soon here because it keeps. It's looking like it's weakening up here. I'm getting a little worried up here. I'm gonna just take that. It wasn't 4K, but it was making a hangman here. So let's see. I'll probably hold this up until like 218. Well, 218. I was gonna say 50. It already broke 50. Let's see, it's right there. There's 50. So probably, definitely, I don't want to see it hit 219 here. Man, I should have just stayed in it, huh? It's just continuing to go up. Is it going to hit the ATR up there? Yeah, I gotta reverse it if it keeps. Oh, there we go. Whew. Bang! And now these fibs are supports. And I don't think I should wait for a $3,000 trade again. That was great. You saw the buyers drop a little, but not too much. What a trade, guys. So yeah, look for these. Look for it to bounce off of these. I'm just gonna go back up here. Is it gonna break both those fibs? 60. I don't want to turn around right now, guys. I'm watching for a second to see if it's gonna, because if it breaks through that fib with any kind of strength, then let's look to the 217 to get out. How much time? I've got like 4 minutes left. We have 4 minutes left till we're at time. Oh, wow. So I could have captured that scalp. It is turning around at the fib. Give me another chance down there, guys. So the fib is really supporting it. First it was having trouble breaking it. Now it's supporting it. So this is what we call managing a bad position. So I'm on a short, but I probably shouldn't be. But I banked that money, and I'm staying over 8K, which I want to see it stay over 8K right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's time. It's just kind of holding me hostage at this level as the time ticks away here. These are this is part of the trading of the RV strategy that I don't like, but it is, the RV strategy is based on a consolidating stock. it's the safety. It's a safety type of way to trade. So imagine if you only had like 100 shares or 50 shares or 25 shares. You have a lot of time to make a decision. And, you know, wow, so it's really going to hurt me here. I guess it looks like it's just going to go right back up. So we're getting that whole consolidating action again. So if I can get a, well, I'm almost out of time now. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we got our first 5-minute red over here. This just turned red. The buyers slowed down. The volume dropped with the buyers, and the buyers didn't even make it to the top of the volume. Now, the sellers are at the top of the volume. So it is, look at that, huh? Yeah. So that's sort of a gravestone. Rickshaw man there. Both. That's a sign of a reversal. So is that. Like this is going to reverse. Do we have any pattern here that's stronger than that? All right, just a hangman right here. It depends on how this closes. I still got, you can see how long till the 5-minute people make their decision. So we have 1 more minute after this. This is why this is so handy. So this 1 hour has the 30-minute, the 15-minute, and the 5-minute all in it here. So this is a very respected turn. Now you know this is going to stay green because look, you know. So you would have to have just a huge drop for this to turn red. So that's sort of where you have to call what's your short-term action. Are you staying in this long-term? Then you might just ride this up. Would you jump in a 1 hour when it's going down like this? I mean, this isn't much of a down. It's right at the fib. So probably if it was me, I would jump in long here. So that means I'm holding it the wrong way. So that's what that's telling me. But these are reversal signs here. As is this. If this closes a hangman, then a lot of people will go short. So let's see if this actually closes as a hangman over here. You can see this is the last of the 5-minute candle. This is going to close in like 20 seconds. It's right at the fib. Look at how these fibs are respected, guys. Look at that. You saw where I said them, 10-day and 2-day? Literally just said, hey, that's the Fibonacci level. Everybody get in and get out right here. It's just make sure you learn, get the book because it shows how to do all this stuff. This is done from back testing. Thousands of hours, not just a random thing, you know, just like the ATR. Many strategies use that ATR the way I showed you, splitting it in half, not just the RV strategy. That's a well-known, oh, look at that, way to get the mean average. Okay, so now I'm feeling like I knew what to do here. All the while I was wicked smart. All right, let's see. So this is the 9. This is the 20. All right, the point of control never pulled up. It's way down here, so it's sucking it down. I call it the magnet. So if it drops off this, I might. Oh, so we're at time. So she's going to go ahead and. How's everybody feeling about this? Everybody wants to go on, of course. So your data is being marked at the end in 10 seconds. So snapshots of the screen, everyone, and then because there is a competition going on, and then I'll trade a little longer. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to trade a little longer. I think this is going to retrace. So I'm seeing this action look like it's going to retrace. We've got a 15-minute turning red. These are turning red. This 5 minutes red. That 5 minutes red. We can't expect the 1 hour to go red. Look at the scalping indicator. Volume went up with the sellers. So data is telling me, this just happened. It's not, you know, everybody can see this using different types of indicator. It's not like a magic formula. It's just learning what to look at. Yeah. So there it goes. It's going down. This is already a $1,000 trade. So look at that. So I don't know how long I will hold this. So now the even dollars and the half dollars are respected. It's kind of banging the 20 here. So I will cover to get out. I'm just going to buy to get out when I get out. I kind of like to see 10,000, but I don't want to jinx myself. Yeah, there's a way to just take a snapshot of your screen over here on the little burgers if you ever want to remember something. how the action was or whatever. Oh my God. Okay, so that's a good trade now, 1,500. I don't really need it to be 10,000. Wow, guys, I'm going to get out here soon. This is too good a trade. Let's see if it gets down to the, if it's going to break that 216.50. It seems like it did for a second and then stopped. I should have grabbed it when I hit down. There's 66.60. I'm going to take that. All right, I didn't make that. You know, when you go for a goal like that, it's you get hit, you get hurt. So it's probably going to keep going, but I'm fine with $9,953. Obviously, a YouTube video looks better if you say 10K in 33 minutes or whatever. So I think about that stuff, but yeah, see that I could have done it, you know, whatever. So a little annoying, but that's not bad. So my goal was 5. And it was pretty easy to call using this strategy. So hopefully you guys learned something. Remember, I have the links to the books, tons and tons of videos in the archive. Don't forget to subscribe. We really appreciate you watching, sharing, and watching all the videos 10 times. Be careful out there. Trade in a simulator. Always stay inquisitive to new ideas, and always check it with people that you trust, and trade in a simulator before you trade with real money, and make sure it's really going well for you. Okay? All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.